You told me that a few months ago, you told me that you're not quitting. It doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter where you are in the polls. And looking at what Santorum just did, I mean, it proves that someone can go from here to here
when
like
you
that.
and I spoke a couple months ago, Santorum and I were equal in the polls,
right,
at 4%.
Right. There were times where you were above them.
Absolutely.
So it can happen.
It's wide open, folks. Listen to me, America. We can do better than Romney or Obama. Here's my promise to you. We can do better. We can have better policies. We can have better government. We can do better. And here's the way you start. Free to lead. Is this woman or this man free to do the right thing when we tell them what the right thing is? The answer should be yes.
Outstanding. Well, I wish you the best.
Thank you.
Let me tell you, it's an uphill battle for you, I can see, but you know what you're doing.
We're closer now than we were 2 months ago. I'm telling you.
What's your biggest concern?
Having enough time to do it right. I'm ready. I'm 68. I've been a congressman, a governor. I've turned a corrupt state around. I can do this.
You can turn a corrupt nation around.
I can do this.
You know, I haven't heard you talk much, I'm sorry, about foreign policy. How do you feel about the Middle East, the situation there, China? I mean, I know these are gargantuan questions.
No, and I've been to both places extensively. It's interesting being 68. I've been to China more times than than Santorum, Romney, or Obama put together.
Right.
I've been to every province in China. There are 30 of them.
You speak Chinese?
I do not speak Chinese. As people can tell you, I barely speak English. But I had a good translator with me, and she was wonderful.
Right.
My first trip to China was 63 days. Not on a government payroll. I paid for it myself. I wanted to know what a communist dictatorship looked like. I wanted to know how they traded so well against us. And I found out. They cheat. They negotiate to their advantage and take advantage of our weakness. And that needs to change. I think we ought to trade smart. And that's my foreign policy approach. I would take oil out of the room. I would be energy independent. I would drill safely for natural gas.
Domestically.
Domestically. I would turn us into approaching energy independence. I would tariff foreign oil from the Middle East, make it more expensive, and have us rely on our own clean, pure natural gas. Do you know that natural gas has only 20% of the carbon footprint of oil?
Yes.
Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
Do you know that if we did the Keystone Pipeline, we would have about 50,000 well-paying jobs in America and be 15% more energy independent than we are right now? And that the same oil that the environmentalists say, oh, we shouldn't use that, we are transporting all the way from Saudi Arabia to use in America. We need an energy policy. We don't have one. You asked me about foreign policy. Let me be quick. We should not be policemen to the world. I'm not a war president. Now, there are times when we have to defend our soil and defend our freedom. I would do that with honor and speed, but I would get congressional approval. No more undeclared wars without congressional approval.
Yeah, that's a tall order.
It's a tall order, but I will do it. I will rebuild the nation, and it won't be Afghanistan. It will be the United States of America.
One of our primary writers, and he's a lover of presidents. It's what he does. You know, Anthony Bergen, one of the writers on N magazine, he said you have to ask him what president would he model himself after if he could pick one from George Washington forward.
Abraham Lincoln, one nation. Theodore Roosevelt. Are we going to be a party of plain people who build a great nation? Or are we going to be a party of privilege and Wall Street? Those are my two favorite presidents.
Outstanding.
Both Republicans, by the way.
Right. You're going to abolish the party system. It's going to be done, right?
We can have the party system, but I'm going to expose the money. Right. We're going to clean up the money.
Governor Roemer, thank you very much for coming. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Well, there you go. Governor Roemer, go to buddyroemer.com and make a little donation, or at least find out more about Buddy. Aaron Stipkovich on Stipko Live. Thank you.